Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about types of equilibrium. Types of equilibriums. In that, homogeneous equilibrium, homogeneous equilibrium. First one is the types of equilibrium. We have homogeneous equilibrium. Homo means same, and the reaction is in equilibrium. Okay, homogeneous equilibrium. So what is meant by homogeneous equilibrium? The equilibrium reaction in which all the components means all the reactants and products. That means reactants and products all the reactants and products in the same phase means in the same state. The chemical equilibrium reaction in which all the components are in the same phase or in the same state is called homogeneous chemical equilibrium. So what is meant by homogeneous chemical equilibrium? The chemical equilibrium in which all the components are in the same physical state or in the same phase, then we call it is homogeneous equilibrium. So let's see the example regarding this. H2 plus I2 is reversible to HI. So now physical state of HI is gases, and here it is gas, am I right? Here these are the reactants and this one is product. Here the reactants and products are in the same phase or not? So reactants are in the gaseous state and the product is also in the gaseous state. Then such kind of equilibrium reactions are called as homogeneous equilibrium. Okay, homogeneous equilibrium. So one more example, thrice of H2, 1 of N2 is reversible 2 of NH3. So what is the physical state? Gas. So it is also example for homogeneous equilibrium. NO2 plus so NO2 is reversible N2O4, which is gas, and here twice of NO2. It is also in the same phase or not? Reactants or products are in the same phase, then we call it is homogeneous equilibrium reaction. Is it clear? So one more example for you. PCl5, which is in gaseous state, is reversible PCl3 gas, Cl2 in gaseous state. Is it clear, ma? So finally the reactants and products are in the same physical state, then we call it is homogeneous equilibrium. Is it clear? So we have the general expression, that is Kp is equals Kc RT whole power delta N. You know what is delta N here? Delta N is equals number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. Number of moles of reactants. Okay. And what about delta N value here? 2 minus 1 plus 1. 2. 2 minus 2 how much? 0. That means delta N is equals to 0. Okay. So, in the chemical equilibrium reactions, the reactants and products are in the same state, then we call it is homogeneous equilibrium. Okay. Now, this homogeneous equilibrium again classified as three types. We have homogeneous equilibrium divided into three categories. Here we have three categories, that means three types. One is number of gaseous moles of a equilibrium reaction increases. What is the first one? Number of gaseous moles of a chemical reaction increases. Increases means number of moles increases means delta N is equals positive. Delta N is equals positive. Delta N is equals to positive. That means in the chemical equilibrium reaction, number of moles increases towards the product side. Okay. So number of moles increases in the chemical equilibrium reaction. That means delta N is equals positive. And the second one is number of gaseous moles of a chemical equilibrium is decreases means delta N value equals to how much? Negative. We already discussed how to calculate delta N, number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants, then we get the value of delta N for the given equilibrium expression. Okay. So number of gaseous moles of a equilibrium reaction is decreases, that means delta N is equals to negative clearly. So what about the third category here? That is number of gaseous moles of equilibrium reactions remains the same. That means delta N is equals to 0. Delta N is equals 0. So number of moles of reactants and products are same here. Then delta N is equals same. Okay. So this is the third category. Is it clear, ma? So in the first case, number of gaseous moles are increases. That is delta N is equals to positive. In the second, number of gaseous moles of the chemical equilibrium reactions decreases. That means delta N is equals to negative. So number of gaseous moles of a equilibrium reaction So remains the same, that means delta n is equals to 0 clearly. Is it clear? So now I would like to discuss about the first case when delta n is equals to positive. So what happened? So the next one is calculation of Kp and Kc for homogeneous chemical equilibrium reaction. You know already what is meant by homogeneous equilibrium reaction. So for that given equilibrium reactions, we have to calculate Kp and Kc. Kp and Kc. When temperature is given, this is very very important. T means temperature here. When temperature is given, then how to calculate Kp Kc relation for a homogeneous equilibrium reaction. Okay. So temperature given relation you know already. So what is that? Kp is equals Kc RT whole power delta n. This is the relation you know. So here what is T? Absolute temperature. So when the temperature is given, what is the relation? Kp is equals Kc RT whole power delta n. Am I right? So when temperature is given for a homogeneous chemical equilibrium reaction, then what is the expression between Kp and Kc? This is the expression. Okay. So already homogeneous equilibrium is divided into three subcategories. So in that one is you know very well. In the first case is if delta n is positive, delta n is positive. This is the first thing. Delta n is equals to positive means number of gaseous moles are increases in the given equilibrium reactions. When delta n is equals to positive, so number of moles of product is increases, then delta n becomes positive. Am I right? For example, PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2. Am I right? This is the gas, this one is gas, this one is gas. It is a homogeneous or not? Clearly homogeneous. Why it is homogeneous? So the reactants and products are in the same viscous state or not? It's in the same phase. So it is called as a homogeneous equilibrium reaction, gaseous equilibrium reaction. Clear? So calculate delta n for this. Delta n is equals to means number of moles of products, that is 1. Here coefficient is 1. 1 plus 1 how much? 2 ma. And what about here? It is 1. 2 minus 1 how much here? 1. That is positive or not? Positive. So now this is example for where delta n is equals to positive and it is a homogeneous equilibrium. Okay, is it clear? Now write the Kc expression for it. Kc is equals, what is the value of Kc here? Molar concentration of products, that is PCl3. What is the coefficient? 1. And molar concentration of products, so by molar concentration of PCl5. Am I right? This is the expression for the given gaseous equilibrium, that is Kc expression. So what is meant by Kc? Equilibrium constant in terms of concentration, in terms of molar concentration, in terms of molar concentration. C means molar concentration. So these are active mass, you know already, active mass of PCl3, active mass of Cl2, active mass of PCl5, and also called as molar concentration of PCl3, molar concentration of Cl2, molar concentration of PCl5. So these square brackets can represent molar concentration. Okay. So now this is the expression of Kc for the given gases equilibrium reaction. So which is in homogeneous state. Is it clear, Mark 2? So now my question is, if concentration of PCl5 is A moles and volume of container is taken as V at given temperature. So this is taken as case 1. So if concentration of PCl5 is equals to how much? A moles and volume of container is V at given temperature. These all conditions are discussed at given temperature. So Kp Kc relation if temperature is given. Okay. So now write the equation. PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2. Am I right? So he given in the question concentration of PCl5 in moles, that is A moles. Okay. So at t is equals to 0 seconds, number of moles. So what are the initial moles at t is equals to 0 second taken as A? Now tell me what is the coefficient? 1, and here it is 1, here it is 1. That means 1 mole of PCl5 gives 1 mole of PCl3 and 1 mole of Cl2. Is it clear, all of you? So here initial concentration of PCl5 is given A moles in the terms of moles, A moles. Okay. So initially is there any concentration for the products? No, it is taken as 0. Why? Because there is no product initially. We have only concentration of reactants only, that is given A. So now the time taken after some time, the reaction at equilibrium at T is equals to equilibrium time, T becomes equilibrium times. So at equilibrium times what happened? Some amount of concentration from A converted to product concentration, am I right? So now this is the total amount or total concentration of PCl5 initially, but there is no reaction. So then our reaction is starts, then what happened? Some concentration from A decreases and it converted to product concentration, am I right? So at equilibrium, number of moles at equilibrium, suppose X moles are decreased from A. X moles are decreased from A. The remaining moles here, A minus, how many moles here? 1. So 1 into X. Remember it, this is the total moles A. Suppose X moles are decreases. So how many moles are PCl5 here? 1. So 1 into X, A minus X. That is, these are the moles of PCl5 at equilibrium. Number of moles of PCl5 at equilibrium, A minus X. Suppose here it is 2, A minus 2X. Suppose it is 3, A minus 3X. Okay, how many moles are decreased from A here? X moles. Then remaining moles at equilibrium, A minus X. So now X moles are decreases, that X moles are converted to as product moles. That is how many moles of PCl3 here? 1 mole. So 1 into X, how much? X. Now how many moles of Cl2 we have? That is 1 into X mole. Is it clear? So at equilibrium, number of moles of PCl5 A minus X, number of moles of PCl3 X, number of moles of Cl2 is taken as X. Is it clear, ma? At equilibrium. At equilibrium, molar concentrations of PCl5, PCl3 and Cl2. So once come to here in this expression, then what we need here actually, molar concentration of PCl3, molar concentration of Cl2, molar concentration of PCl5. We need to calculate Kc. If you know this value, then only calculate Kc. Am I right? Here we have moles. Now would like to convert into concentration terms. So what is meant by concentration here? Concentration C is equals number of moles per unit volume. C is equals N by V. C is equals N by V, where N is equals number of moles. Now this one is moles, this one is called as volume. Now if you want to get molar concentration, then number of moles divide with volume, then we get C. Am I right? So now here we have number of moles. Now we need to calculate concentration of PCl3. Then what will we do? So now here we have to do number of moles. How much? A minus X. Am I right? Now what is the given volume? V. Divides with V. Now A minus X upon V. So now this one becomes to concentration at equilibrium. Concentration of PCl5 at equilibrium, how much? Number of moles by volume. Number of moles divides with volume, then we get their molar concentration at equilibrium. Remember these terms: mole, initial moles, at equilibrium moles, and molar concentrations at equilibrium. How do we get this? So number of moles at equilibrium divides with given volume, then we get molar concentration at equilibrium. So come to here. So what are the number of moles? X. What is the given volume? V. Come to here. X by V. Now what are the molar concentration of Cl2? X by V. What is the molar concentration of PCl3? X by V. Come to here. It is A minus X V. Is it clear? So therefore molar concentration of PCl5, how much it is now? A minus X by V, and molar concentration of PCl3, how much it is at equilibrium? X minus V, and come to here molar concentration of Cl2, what it is? X by V. Is it clear? So through this expression we calculate molar concentration of PCl5, PCl3 and Cl2. Why? Because we need Kc value. For that purpose we need the value of these concentration terms. Now these are the values of PCl5, PCl3, Cl2. Now keep all these values in equation 1. In equation 1 keep these all values here. So now Kc is equals what is the molar concentration of PCl3 here? PCl3, that is X by V into what about Cl2? That is also X by V. Then molar concentration of PCl5 how much, ma? A minus X by V. So it is A minus X by V. Am I right? From this expression, just keep these values in equation 1, we get that expression. So from this one, so X into X how much? X square, and V into V, V square, and it is undergoes reciprocal. What happened? V by A minus X. Am I right? V by A minus X. So cancel this one and this one. Then the remaining one is X square by A minus X into V. So therefore Kc is equals X square by A minus X into V. Am I right? Therefore Kc is equals X square by A minus X into V. So what about X here? X here, product concentration. What about here? Initial concentration of reactants. Okay, where V equals to how much? Volume of the container. Kc means equilibrium constant at molar concentration. So Kc equals X square by A minus X into V. Understood or not? So where V is in numerator or denominator? Clearly in denominator. Okay? So it is at denominator position. Am I right? So Kc equals x square by a minus x into V. Okay? So if delta n is equals to positive, what is the expression for Kc? X square by a minus x into V. So for the given reaction, if delta n is equals to positive, for the given equation, so here finally what we get? Kc equals to x square, Kc equals to x square by a minus x into V. Am I right? So Kc equals, this is also equals to Q or not? So what is the equation? PCl5 is reversible to PCl3 plus Cl2, am I right? Where Kc is at equilibrium, exactly at equilibrium, where Q means at any instant of time. We already discussed it, okay? But expression is same, you know. Kc expression and Q expression is same, but Kc means it is the equilibrium constant at exactly equilibrium, but Q means except equilibrium. So whatever the time, it is not at equilibrium Q, but expression is same expression. So just see it. For this Kc equals to how much, ma? Molar concentration of PCl3 and molar concentration of Cl2, and come to here molar concentration of PCl5. This is the Kc expression for given equation. And what about Q? Q means reaction quotient. We already discussed about this. So write Q also same expression or not? PCl3 Cl2 molar concentration of PCl5, same expression or not? Here Kc and Q having same expression. So here Kc equals to x square by a minus x into V is equals to Q, where Q means reaction quotient, where Kc means equilibrium constant in terms of molar concentration. Is it clear? So but Kc value is always fixed. This value is always fixed, not changed. There is no change in Kc. Kc is the equilibrium constant, it is always constant at equilibrium. But Q is variable. Why? Because it is not at equilibrium, you know. It is a variable. It can able to change. But Kc is always fixed, remember it. Okay. Now the first case, this is the explanation regarding to delta n is equals to positive. Okay. So this is the expression we get here. Okay, clear? And in that expression, the first case is so this is the expression for PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2. Am I right? Now this one is product and this one is react. This is the reactant, this one is product. Am I right? Now I would like to change the concentration of product. That means increase the concentration of product. Increase the concentration of product. Suppose if increase the concentration of product, increase the concentration of reactant, what it is? That is concentration of PCl5. If increase the concentration of the reactants, what is the reactant here? PCl5. So if you increase the concentration, that means add some quantity of PCl5 suppose. Then Q is less than Kc. Q is less than Kc, and the reaction will go forward direction. In which direction? Forward direction. If you increase the concentration of the reactants, then the equilibrium reaction moves towards forward direction. Okay? In this case, what about the value of Q and C? Q less than Kc. Why Q is less than Kc? When Q is less than Kc, what happens? The reaction will go to the forward direction. Okay? So let's see about why it is forward and why Q less than Kc. Okay? So now this is the reaction starts at point A and it is end at point B, the reaction. Now this is the equilibrium point. Now this one is reactant and this one is product. Am I right? Reactants and products, this is at equilibrium. This is equilibrium point or equilibrium position. Now this is point A and this is point B. Here reactants we have, here we have products at end of the reaction. So at equilibrium constant is Kc. Am I right? Kc is the equilibrium constant. Okay? So come to here. Suppose if we increase the reactants concentration is high. Come to in this equation, that is Kc is equals x square by A minus x into B, that is equals to Q. You know Q. So where Q is at any point, not at equilibrium. Q presents at any point, not at equilibrium. Already we discussed it in the previous class. Where Kc is always at equilibrium, it is a fixed value. Okay, Kc is fixed, it doesn't change. But where Q is variable. Is it clear, man? So now would like to change the concentration of reactants. So what is concentration of reactants? A, am I right? Yeah or not? A means concentration of reactants. X means concentration of products. Already discussed in the given question. So if increase the concentration of A, so both are in which relation? Inversely proportional or not? Q inversely proportional to A here. If increase the concentration of A, what about Q? Q is decreases or not? Q is decreases. So Q decreases, okay, but Kc is fixed value. Suppose this is 10. Now Q is decreases. That means 9 or 7 or 8. Now which value is high? Kc value is higher or not? This is fixed value, suppose 10. Now when we increase the reactants concentration, that is A, concentration of A is increases, then what happened? These are A and Q are inversely proportional or not? So automatically Q value is decreases or not? Decreases. Q value is decreases. So this is 10, suppose this is at 10. Now when we increase the concentration of reactants, automatically Q value is decreases. That means it becomes 9 or 8. Now Q value, Kc value is very high than Q or not? High. So in this case Q value is decreases and we get the expression Kc or Q is less than Kc. Remember it, very important. Where Kc value is fixed, there is no change. Now would like to change concentration of reactants, that is PCl5 concentration increase. That means concentration A value is increases. Automatically Q value is decreases or not? Decreases. Therefore Q is less than Kc or not? Q less than Kc. At equilibrium, Kc equals to Q. Exactly at equilibrium. Exactly at equilibrium point. Now Kc equals to Q. Now Qc value is decrease. Then which value is high? Kc value is high. Okay. So now Q less than Kc means where the point is here, where the Q here. Am I right? Q is less than Kc. Here it is Q is less than Kc. Am I right? Now the reactants are here. The reactants are just here. Okay. Now this is at equilibrium condition. If any reactant is try to get stability or not, the condition at Kc is stable condition. Stable. If any reactants or products at equilibrium, then they are at equilibrium condition and they are stable. You know already. Okay. So now Q try to get this stable. Why? Because here this point change in Gibbs energy is delta G is 0. Am I right? Already discussed in the previous class. And delta G means change in Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy. G is minimum. Then the condition is stable. Then the reaction is stable. So when the reaction try to get this stable, so when delta G is equals 0 and G is minimum, G means Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy means the amount of energy, the minimum amount of energy available in the system to do useful work. So where the condition is stable condition. Now the value of Q is at this point, but this is the stable condition. Now Q try to get this stable or not? Now Q try to get this stable or not? That means now Q try to move towards Kc or not? Towards Kc. That means is it forward or backward? Clearly forward. Clearly that means Q value moves towards forward direction. That means the reaction moves towards forward. That means here what is the relation between Q and Kc? Q less than Kc. Q less than Kc. Then the reaction is forward. Am I right? So here Q is less than Kc when reactant's concentration is increases, Q value is decreases, Kc value is fixed always. Is it clear? Now Q less than Kc, that means Q value is here. So suppose if any value at Kc it becomes stable, the reaction becomes stable. So that means Q try to move towards Kc, it approaches to Kc, then it only becomes stable. So now Q try to move any direction towards Kc. That means is it forward or backward? Is it clear? Forward direction. So I called here. So in increasing the concentration of reactants, then Q less than Kc through this expression, then the reaction will go forward direction. Why the reaction is in the forward direction? Q less than Kc, the Kc condition is stable condition. So to get this stable, Q moves towards, that is forward direction. Simply remember that Q less than Kc, the reaction will go forward direction. Is it clear? In the case of delta N is equals to positive, I would like to take one example regarding that will express the Kc and Kc relation. Here we have x square by a minus x into v, where v is numerator or denominator. So when we increase the concentration of the reactants, value of Q is decreases. Why? Because the two are inversely relation, A increases, Q decreases. Kc value is fixed. When comparing these two value, Q is very less or not. Is it clear? So simply when Q is less than Kc, then reaction is forward. What is meant by Q here? Reaction quotient. What is meant by Kc here? It is equilibrium constant in terms of molar concentration. In the previous class we already discussed regarding this. Okay. That is the case 1 in delta N is equals to positive. Is it clear, ma? All of you? In the delta N is equals to positive, the next case, in delta n is equals to positive, the case 2, what is the given equation? PCl5 is reversible, PCl3 plus Cl2, this is the gas and this one is gas, am I right? Is it clear, ma? So write the Kc expression. Kc is equals to molar concentration of PCl3 into Cl2 by molar concentration of PCl5. Am I right? So here PCl5 is reversible, PCl3 plus Cl2, am I right? So what, at t is equals to 0 seconds, what happened? Initial concentration is taken as A. Here for 0, 0, these are the moles. Okay, at t is equals to equilibrium time. Now the moles at equilibrium, A minus X, here 1, 1, 1. So X moles decreases, then remaining moles are A minus X. Here X, X, am I right? Now at equilibrium, molar concentrations, if you want to get molar concentration, divide this value by V. So why? Because C is equals to N by V. So V is the volume, given volume. So molar concentration A minus X by V. Here it is X by V. Here it is X by V. So now keep these values in this expression. We get Kc equals to how much? Kc equals to X by V into X by V by A minus X molar concentration of PCl5 A minus X by V. Am I right? Now cancel this one and this one. Kc equals to how much? X square by A minus X into V. This is the expression. This also equals to reaction quotient Q, where Kc value is fixed value always. What about Q? Q value is variable by changing the concentrations of reactants or products. Okay. Now in the case 2, if we increase the concentration of products, in the first case we increase the concentration of reactants, that is PCl5 concentration. In the second case, now we increase the concentration of products, am I right? Product concentration is going to be increased. So now what are the products in the given reaction? That is PCl3 and Cl2 concentration. If we increase the concentration of products, then Q is greater than Kc, the reaction will go backward direction. In which direction? Backward direction. Remember this. So when Q greater than Kc, the reaction is called as backward direction. Simply when we increase the concentration of the products, this equilibrium shifted towards to reactant side. That means backward direction. So now see here, Kc equals X square by A minus X into V, that is equals to Q. Kc value is fixed, and Q value is variable. Now would like to increase the concentration of the products. So what is X here? X means concentration of product or not? In the equation, X means concentration of products or not? Products. So now increase the concentration of products, where X means concentration of product. Increase the concentration of products. So what about Q? X and Q are in directly proportional relation or not? X square by this value equals. Now X is directly proportional, where X is directly proportional Q in this equation. So if you increase the concentration of products, Q value is also increases. So now Kc equals to Q. Here what happened? When increase the concentration of the products, value of Q is increases. That means Q is greater than Kc. Q is greater than Kc. Then the reaction is forward. Reaction is backward. Reaction is in backward direction, that is reversible reaction. So why Q greater than Kc? Suppose Kc is 10, Q also 10 at equilibrium. Am I right? Now increase the concentration of the product. What happened? Q is also increases from the fixed line. That means more than 10. What is the value of Kc here? It is fixed 10. Now here what happened? It is more than 10. That means Q is greater than Kc. When we increase the product concentration, automatically Q value is also increases. Okay. So let's see. So why it is backward? Now the reaction starts at point A and it is end at point B. Am I right? Is it clear, ma, all of you? Once see the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 classes, then you have well idea about this one. What is Q, what is Kc, okay? Where Q is reaction quotient, this value is not at equilibrium, okay? Kc, Q expressions both are same, remember it. Now the reaction starts at A, these are the reactants. Now this one is the product. Now this is the equilibrium constant Kc. This is Kc. At equilibrium Kc is equals to Q. Okay. Otherwise Kc not equals to Q. At equilibrium what happened? Kc is equals Q. This condition is stable condition. Stable. Okay. So according to this expression, Q is greater than Kc. Now this is Kc. Here Kc greater than Kc means where the Q? Am I right? In this direction. In this direction, Kc greater than Q. That means, Q is greater than Kc. Am I right? Here Q is greater than Kc. So now this is the stable condition. Am I right? Now Q try to get this stable. In which direction it moves? The stable point is here, Now Q moves towards at this point. Am I right? In which direction? In this direction. This is forward direction. This is backward. Where Q is greater than Kc. Now Q try to get this stable. If it comes to at this point, then it gets stable. So that means Q try to move towards Kc. That means which direction? Backward direction. So this is backward. Backward. When it is possible, Q is greater than Kc. Then Q try to move towards Kc. Then now it gets stable. Now Q try to get this stable. That means the reaction proceeds in backward direction. So finally, what we conclude from this? Q greater than Kc, the reaction is backward. When Q is greater than Kc, if you increase this statement is very important. Okay, if we increase the concentration of the products, the reaction is backward. If we increase the concentration of the reactants, the reaction is towards forward direction. Is it clear, ma? In delta N is equals to positive. This is the second case. We already discussed about first case, that is Q less than Kc, and it is clearly forward reaction. So here in this case, it is clearly backward and Q less than Kc. Sorry, Q greater than Kc. Next, in delta M is equals positive, the first category, case 3. Case 3. So what is the equation? PCl5 is reversible. PCl3 plus Cl2. This is gas. This one gas. This one gas. Am I right? So what is Kc-Q relation? Kc is equals x square by a minus x into v, that is equals to q. Am I right? Where Kc is fixed value, q is variable. That means q can be changed when we change in the reaction. That means increase the reactants concentration, it moves forward. If increase the product concentration, it moves backward. Okay? So, in which case we are discussing, when the case of delta N is equals to positive, we have three cases, Q less than Kc, Q greater than Kc. Now, come to third case, that is if we increase the volume of container, then Q less than Kc, then the reaction is forward direction. In which direction? Forward direction. Increase volume of the container. Q less than Kc. So once see this expression, that is Kc is equals to x square by a minus x into v, that is equals to q. Suppose at equilibrium this value is 10, this value is 10. Now what is the relation between Q and V? Where Q is inversely proportional V, am I right? So this is the volume, you know. Here volume is increases in the container. What about Q? Volume is increases, Q value is decreases. Inversely proportional relation, you know. So when volume is increases, value of Q is decreases. Now this is 10, value of Q is decreases, means less than 10 or not. That means Q is less than Kc. Q less than Kc means that condition is forward. That means forward reaction. Simply, this is Kc. Okay, Q less than Kc. That means where now Q present? Here. This is a stable condition where Q is less than Kc. To try to get this stable, Q try to move towards equilibrium point. That means is it clear forward or not? Forward. So what happened now? When we increase the volume of container, then Q is less than Kc. Where Q less than Kc, then what happened? It is clearly forward direction. So in the first category, when delta N is equals to positive, we observed three cases, case 1, case 2, case 3. The first case is, if we increase the reactant concentration in the given equilibrium reaction, where delta n is equals to positive, Q less than Kc, that is forward. If we increase the product concentration, what happened? Q is greater than Kc, that reaction is backward reaction. If we increase the volume of the container where Q less than Kc, and it is also forward reaction. So these are the three cases regarding first category in a homogeneous gaseous chemical equilibrium. Is it clear, ma? What is meant by homogeneous? The chemical equilibrium reaction in which all the reactants and products are in the same phase. Is it clear? So is it clear for all? It is completely JEE Mains concept. So finally, when delta n is equals to positive, in the first case 1, what happened? Reactant concentration is high, Q less than Kc, that means which reaction? Forward reaction. In this case 2, what about case 2? If product concentration is increases, what happened? Q greater than Kc, that means which reaction it is? Backward reaction is favorable. Okay. In the case 3, if volume of the container is increases, what happened? Q less than Kc. When Q less than Kc, which reaction it is? Forward reaction. Is it clear, ma? This is the first category. These are the three cases. So what is the example regarding this one? PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2. In this equation we discussed above three cases, case 1, case 2, case 3, where delta n is equals positive. What is the expression? Kc is equals x square by a minus x into v. Is it clear, ma'am, all of you? In the first case, delta n is equals to positive. These three possibilities are we have. Okay. Next, come to second category. What it is? In the second category, that is delta n is equals to negative. Okay. Now see one example regarding this. NO2 is reversible. N2O4, which is a gaseous chemical equilibrium. That is homogeneous equilibrium or not? Homogeneous equilibrium. So reactants are in gaseous state, products are in also gaseous state. Is it clear? Now write the expression for it. Kc equals to how much? Molar concentration of N2O4. What is the coefficient? 1. Molar concentration of NO2. What is the coefficient here? 2. Am I right? Kc. This is the expression. For Q, reaction quotient Q means. For this also we have same expression. NO2 to the power 2. Am I right? Clear? So now, if V is volume of the container and temperature is T given, temperature T is given, initial concentration of NO2 is A moles. How many moles? That means concentration is given in terms of moles here, that is A moles. Now consider the equation, that is NO2 is reversible N2O4, here twice of NO2, am I right? Clear? Now at T is equals to 0 seconds, that means initial moles, how many moles? Initial moles of reactant NO2 given already, how much it is? A moles. Initial moles of NO2 given how much? A. At initial, is there any product? No possible. So initial concentration of product is always taken as 0. Am I right? 0 moles. So at T is equals to equilibrium, that means equilibrium time, then moles, equilibrium moles, what we call it is equilibrium moles. Suppose X moles are, after some times the concentration is decreases or not? Concentration decreases means moles are decreases or not? So X moles are decreases. X moles are decreases. Here observe carefully. Here 2 moles of NO2 gives 1 mole of N2O4. That means 2 moles of NO2 reacts to produce 1 moles of N2O4. Remember this. Suppose here 2x moles is decreases. How many moles are formed? X moles only. Am I right? Remember it. 2 moles. 2 moles. For 2 rupees we get 1 mango. 1 mango. Here 2 moles. How many moles are N2O4 formed? Only 1 mole, you know. So here suppose from this compound 2x moles is decreases. How many moles are formed in the product? X moles only. 2x get x. 3x, sorry 4x, 2x. Am I right? So here 2 moles we have, remember this. Suppose x moles are decreased. X moles are decreases from the reactants. Now 2 into x how much? 2x. Now at equilibrium the remaining moles A minus 2x. Remember it? 2x moles are converted as decreases. Then how many moles are increased here? 1 into x. Am I right? Is it clear? So A minus 2x, 2x decreases, it forms x, you know. So now at T is equals to equilibrium, molar concentrations, you know already C is equals to N by V. Now these are the moles. If you want to get molar concentration, divides this value with volume given. So now A minus 2x V, here it is x by V. Am I right? For 2x it produces x. Remember this. Now these are the molar concentration of NO2, molar concentration of N2O4. So now keep this value in this expression Kc. Now Kc equals to how much ma? So molar concentration of N2O4, how much it is? X by V, clear? And come to here molar concentration of NO2, how much it is? A minus 2x, A minus 2x by V whole power 2. Is it clear? So from this one Kc equals x by V, A minus 2x whole square by V square. Am I right? So Kc equals x into v by a minus 2x whole square. Is it clear? So this is the expression regarding where delta n is equals to negative. In the first case we observed value is present at denominator, where in this case volume is present at numerator. Am I right? Now this one is also write as x into v a minus 2x whole square, that is equals reaction quotient q. Why? Because both are having same expression. Okay. Okay students, we will discuss on tomorrow the next topic. We'll continue. Okay, have a nice day.